Online dating scams don't begin with money. They begin with perfection. Not the kind that feels suspicious. The kind that feels meant for you. Most people don't lose money first. They lose clarity. And when clarity fades, emotion takes the lead. So how do you recognize the trap before it tightens? How do you protect your heart without closing it? Today, we're not just talking about scams. We're talking about psychological design and how to see it before it sees you. That person who feels like your soulmate, they may not be improvising. They may be following a script. Scammers don't guess. They observe. They study your loneliness. They mirror your values. They reflect your dreams back to you. This is called the mirroring effect. Whatever you like, they perform. Whatever you long for, they construct. And because it feels aligned, you lower your guard. This isn't destiny. It's deliberate emotional engineering. But here's what most people don't realize. The goal is not immediate money. The goal is emotional dependency. Once dependency forms, urgency can be introduced. A sudden crisis, an investment opportunity, a medical emergency, a crypto breakthrough. And by that point, your judgment is no longer operating alone. Emotion is now driving the decision. Let's make this practical. If their photos look professionally staged, be cautious. If they avoid video calls or in-person meetings, be cautious. If they claim to work overseas, in the military, or in international finance, be cautious. If crypto appears in the conversation earlier than vulnerability, pause immediately. But here's the deepest sign. You start making excuses for them. They're just busy. They're traveling. They're shy. They'll explain later. If you've done this before, you are not foolish. You were emotionally invested. And intelligent people fall into this pattern not because they lack intelligence, but because they care. Scammers hijack biological instincts. Attachment, hope, fear of losing connection. And once that attachment forms, the manipulation escalates. Here is the turning point. When your heart rate rises, your analytical thinking drops. This is not weakness. This is neurology. Scammers rely on emotional speed. They create urgency because urgency disables evaluation. Act now. Don't tell anyone. Trust me. If you pause for 5 quiet minutes, most of the logic collapses. The timeline won't add up. The investment details won't hold. The story will feel slightly misaligned. Your power is not confrontation. Your power is slowing down. When you step out of their rhythm, the performance begins to crack. And when the performance cracks, they usually disappear. Blocked. Gone. No explanation. Because control was lost. Online dating requires emotional defense, not cynicism. Defense. There is a difference. Protect your heart. Protect your clarity. Protect your financial boundaries. True love does not demand secrecy. It does not rush you. It does not isolate you from others. And it never pressures you into financial risk. Once you understand the pattern, you cannot be manipulated the same way again. Awareness becomes your shield. And a shield does not make you cold. It makes you protected. If this message resonates, share this with someone who needs it. Because sometimes protection begins with a conversation.